It has been over 8 years since I last made a Minecraft video with commentary, but I never thought I'd do it again because I never got a chance to get a capture card up until like less than a month ago. But here I am, making a Minecraft video over 8 years later. So this is my very first Minecraft world I've ever made back in, I think, May 2012, which is around the time when Minecraft came out on the Xbox 360. I just made this world, slowly learned how to play the game, and then invited classmates, a couple cousins, and like anyone I meet on Xbox. But this world was mostly populated by friends and classmates from school. So there's a lot of memories that go into that are like ingrained in this world. So I'm making this tour because I want to carry on my little dream from when I was 13, when I want to make a proper Minecraft video, or a proper Minecraft video, but I never had the chance to up until now because I didn't have the resources back then. So let's do this. I don't even know where to start. I'll go to that later. But basically, Minecraft worlds back then were pretty small, as you can see. If you look closely, you can see how the edges are a little like kind of away from the map. That's because the worlds were really small. You can't like leave this map. So this is what's called, I think, a classic size map. So that's how it was back then. But let's you know what, let's start out with our little farm. So this is my cousin and I's farm. We basically grow anything possible. So it's all made of stone. And you can see a lot of mushrooms were grown here, which I'll show later. I think like some of us did duplicate for a bit, but then I eventually said not to duplicate anymore. Oh yeah, so as you can see here, pork chops, you couldn't stack them back then. So if you want to put them away, you have to like place them individually in each slot. So yeah. I don't remember what's in here. Oh. Yeah, so nothing crazy. This is the wheat farm. It's fairly efficient. It's not like redstone automated because we're not very good at redstone back then. And this is the tree farm. Basically, you place down a bunch of saplings and just let them grow. I remember it was kind of dangerous to be in here because when you get stuck in a tree, you're done for. Like, you suffocate to death because yeah, I know now leaves, they don't kill you when you're stuck in them. But like back then, leaves can kill you if you're like in it. Let me get to the top. So basically you break all the leaves up here and then you just cut down the wood and then collect the saplings. It's pretty simple, but it takes forever. Alright, this is where all the mushrooms are. So I remember red mushrooms, I think, needed light, whereas brown mushrooms, they needed darkness or like very low light. So as you can see, I think they emitted their own light, like only by like 1 block. So that's why you can still sort of see in here. Okay, so basically, in this world, there are like, I'd say, like 2 main areas really. That is the secret Asian clubhouse. And then that's like the main city right there where you're looking at. And that's like the rich neighborhood we made. I don't know why I did that. And then there's like there's like a couple houses out in the wild, and that's kind of it. I basically had a rule. I had a lot of rules. I was pretty strict back then, but like my main rule was you couldn't build outside. You couldn't really build much outside of the town or city because I wanted to protect nature. I was really strict about that, so I wanted to preserve the nature out here so that when we come back like years later, it'll look just the same. So that was what I was going for. And we have this huge railroad here, as you can see. It took us like several real days to build this, and this all duplicated iron blocks. It went from around one corner of the map to the other corner of the map. So if you look in here, starts from like where's the city? All right. Starts from like around like the end of the city, which is like right ahead of us, and it goes all the way to the top left. So it was we call it like, some of us call it the Wall of China, or like the wall, but it was pretty sick. So as you can see, it's pretty tight and messy here. Um, you see why in a bit. We basically all built kind of close to each other, so this is like the middle of the town. Nothing crazy. So you got a couple houses over there. I'm not going to say their names. You probably see the sign to see their names. And then this castle here, I had a couple of my friends help me, and my cousin helped me make this castle for me to live in. And I barely used it anyway. And this is another friend's house. This is a couple of shops right here that my friends owned. I'm going to get more into it, but I want to start at my very, very first house I ever made, which is this dirt thing. As you can see, it looks like it got destroyed because I took all the furniture out. But for those who watched my very first video, this is where I made a tutorial like over 8 years ago on how to make an annoying machine for Minecraft. That was like my first ever video I ever made on YouTube. But I don't know if it's still here. I think I destroyed it, but I'm not sure. But I built it right under this dirt, like this dirt thing that I built, because I was trying to figure out how to build in this game, so I started out with this house. So it's really tight and really weird. It just looks like ruins, because it is. Let's start with my house. So this is my house right here. It looks horrible, but my entrance, I made it really complicated. Basically, you had to jump in a waterfall and swim in. Do as I say in the castle or get kicked out. Alright, so all this glowstone here, before you were allowed to place redstone on them, but then after a certain update, they all just popped out the floor. So no more redstone on the floor. But that's really simple. I had a guest bedroom here. This is supposed to be a couch. It's a wooden couch. I don't know why. This is the bedroom right here. It's like gravel. Yeah, the blocks I chose, they're pretty ugly, but you know, for a first or a second house, not too bad, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, this all duplicated diamonds right here. And once I made note blocks, I just use them as flooring too. And this is where I sleep. I literally sleep in water. You sleep in there, you won't suffocate, but yeah, I don't know why I did that. This is my doggy home. I keep some stuff here as storage, but then most importantly, I also keep all my dogs here. They are actually, I think they're glitched. They're supposed to be my dogs. You know when for like console players, you press like the left trigger and they follow you? They're not following me, so I think they follow no one anymore. So they're just there. They can't really come with me. Alright, so I do have a secret storage room, so we're gonna swim across. It's not really that secret, but I made it hard to get to. So some Duke diamonds, some cakes, and the Nether portal it got glitched out. So like this is a world on 360, and I moved it over to Xbox One. But this is one of the effects of doing that. So the portals, they just kind of, I don't know what happened. We'll get into there later. There is some stuff there that are pretty cool. And where's it lead to again? I forgot. Okay, my bedroom. So yeah, that's it for my house. And then we'll get to the castle in a bit. That's basically it. Oh, wait. I forgot about my farm. So this is supposed to be like a greenhouse. So, you know how in greenhouse real life it keeps the heat in and like regulates temperature? That's what I was trying to go for here. Not really well made though. But yeah, it's just all wheat. I only used it a little bit and that was kind of it. But it looks nice, aesthetically, sort of. Crap. Okay. Okay, so I'll show you guys around in a few of my friends' homes. This guy was only in my world for like, he only visited once or twice and that was it. He didn't really play Xbox, so there's nothing in here. And this is one of their shops. What did he sell? I forgot. I think it was general goods. I don't remember. But okay, so remember when I said this world was like, I had a lot of rules? I think it sort of forced some of my friends to make secret places, because I didn't know this existed until like years later. But he made a secret railroad right here that leads to this safe house or whatever it is. Let me get to it. So like okay, so now we're like way out in this, away from the city. We're out in the wild. And he has this like storage room or whatever it's called. I'm guessing it's a mine. Yeah, he's strip mined. So I know like some of my friends made stuff like this because I didn't realize they were there until like I visited this world again, like when I transferred it over. So let's hit the minecart. Get out of here. I do not remember this. Hold up. Oh, he's making a third floor. I don't remember this at all. I guess he's making a third floor. Alright, so one of my older cousins visited this world like a couple times. He was like a bit older than us, but because like back then we're all like 12 and 13. I think he was like almost like, finishing up high school. But he made this house right here. Pretty simple. Each room has its own block theme. And then he didn't really get, I don't think he really got to finish it, as you can see. Because he stopped going online. So this is a farm, I don't remember whose. And then this is one of my cousin's shops, I think it's a bakery. Yeah, it's a bakery. So we did do cocoa beans, cookies, and all that, so that it wouldn't be rare anymore. I don't think anyone has bought anything from here though, because when he made this shop, like, people weren't going on as much. So basically, between May to June or July were the times when this world was like alive, and then after that, people stopped going on Minecraft as much, at least the ones I knew. So it was pretty sad, because we did build a crap ton. We also got like all these underground sort of farms. There's one right here. They're kind of like ghetto looking. Alright, let's take us to one of my old shops. Alright, this is my first shop right here. First store ever built. Wait, was it really? I don't remember that. Okay, so I think this tree, I kind of built the store around the tree, so its leaves would be the roof. Because back then, I don't think you could collect leaves. I don't remember. I think you could, but like, we didn't really make shears. But I just had the roof as leaves, and then... Yeah, this is a really tight store right here. You can buy stuff out here, and buy from the inside. I think had a bunch of cocoa beans up here. Yeah, okay, yeah. Look at these cookies. Yeah, sold a bunch of dupe cookies and cakes. And I don't remember what's... Oh, the storage. Say more cookies. I guess, so like, duplicating back then was kind of like looked down upon, but it makes sense though to duplicate because these worlds are so small. There's barely any resources. Like this world, you can see there's barely any sand. There's not a single desert here, so cactus, like finding a cactus is not possible, so we couldn't make green dye because this world was just too small. So it makes sense to duplicate because there were just so little resources. You can literally make stuff extinct if you wanted to. So you guys have a good now. What else? Okay, so this gray building right here is my second shop, but I'll get to that in a bit. This shop here was a person from school. Okay, he sold nether items, so anything from the nether he sells it. He also has a basement. It's a storage room, but it's empty. Alright, so this is my second shop and like my main shop, fresh farming store. I basically, since I had so many farms, I just threw them in this building and just sold them. So, oh my, yeah, duplicated diamonds. I remember, oh yeah, before, I remember chests, they didn't open, they didn't have an animation, they were just static blocks. I kind of wish they could, oh, actually, no, it's better like this, but I kind of miss those days, because you could stand on them and open them, whereas now you can't. And you can, if you wanted to, you can make a wall out of chests, if you really tried. That, like, actually looked like a wall with no gaps. Okay, so, this room might look kind of crazy, but this is my storage room, and if you see all these pistons here, this is my annoying machine, my super annoying machine. Basically, if you watch my tutorial, I've made like 4 of these in this room and had all of them activate. So imagine hearing my annoying machine and then times 4. It pissed off a lot of people. Okay, yeah, it got really glitched because yeah, you see that? This isn't right. This is a product of transferring over the world while this machine was running. So what's in here? Diamonds. Junk, diamonds. Yeah, just a bunch of diamonds. And this is a mushroom farm. I don't know why I made that. So yeah, before I think I just had 2 of these machines running, and it was just so annoying. I got used to it though, because I worked in this store. Okay, so this is I think one of my first redstone farms I ever made. It's really small scale, as you can see. You pop that, the water rushes in and just drops everything there. So simple, but it works. I think ever since pistons were added, we just started messing around with redstone a lot more, because pistons didn't really exist until like a few months later. after this game came out on Xbox. So yeah, that's my store there. Alright, let's get to the castle. It looks ginormous, but it's actually not that crazy, yeah, as you see.